What is audit to you versus other attest functions?
Sure. So when I hear audit, I think an external audit, which involves analytical procedures so that the auditor can provide reasonable assurance that financial statements are free of material misstatements. So that's the goal of an audit. I kind of see people use the word audit as a lowercase word, more as a verb to say, oh yeah, I just need you to audit the books. When I hear audit, I think you want a full-blown external audit. And most of the times I'll say, well, hey, we're not performing an audit. This is what we're doing. We're providing consulting services. Other attest functions that I discussed in the presentations can include a review, which is similar to an audit. The auditor is still giving an opinion, but it's a little more limited in scope. So you don't have to do a full-blown audit. You might say, hey, I just want a review done. I just want you to look into certain areas. This company, I feel like inventory is really a high risk area. I want you to do a review engagement and specifically perform procedures around inventory. And then on the lowest end of the totem pole, you have compilations, which auditors can perform compilations. There's standards around that, but you're not giving any assurance. So this might be a situation where, Edward mentioned on some valuation clients, you may have someone in-house putting the books together. I bet he's come across situations where someone says, well, hey, I just had my shoebox of records. I gave it to this accountant and he did a compilation. And so you just have some compiled financial statements. No one looked at it and performed any procedures to say, oh yeah, I know that these numbers are accurate. They just took all the data that was provided by the owners and put it together in a financial statement format. So those are kind of the three big scenarios of when I hear audit and audit type work, I think either an external audit, a review, or a compilation engagement.
Okay, Edward, you mentioned that you prefer audited financials. How does what the different types of financials apply to the valuation?
I would say that when we're doing valuation work, an audit provides a level of assurance, as Rubik said, that the financials have been reviewed by outside professional and there are outside professionals and there are no material misstatements. So from a valuation perspective, knowing that the financials have been audited and made sure that they are correct in all material respects lowers the riskiness to somebody looking to make an investment in that business. And as riskiness relates to rate of return requirements, and the higher the risk, the higher rate of return a prospective investor is going to want on their investment in that business because there's more uncertainty. So the more you can lower the risk to the investor, the more comfortable they're going to feel with that investment, and therefore the more they're willing to pay for that investment, or not necessarily reduce the purchase price because of uncertainty regarding the financial statements.